Hello, adventurers and nature lovers. Join us on Wild Battle as we uncover the captivating stories of animal competition, fierce confrontations, and daring hunting escapades. Jaguars and leopards can sometimes be overly intrusive and curious when it comes to their adversaries. They enjoy provoking even dangerous snakes, which fiercely resist their advances. Playing with fire. That's how their interactions in the wild can be described. The giraffe, despite its outward calmness, is not an animal to mess with. For instance, this overly persistent rhinoceros received a swift kick to the nose just for trying to provoke the long-necked neighbor. The naive young piglet should have been more cautious during walks near bodies of water. You never know what toothy creature might be lurking there. It's a lesson for the future. The buffalo struggled for a long time to overcome a high obstacle and rejoin its herd. The hungry lioness couldn't resist taking advantage of this situation. One of them even attempted to grab the cumbersome animal by the leg, but its fellow herd members quickly intervened, thwarting the attempt. The other lioness, who also wanted to execute a dangerous maneuver, was unsuccessful as well. The swan clearly didn't like the random passerby walking in the park with its owner. The haughty bird flared its feathers and attempted several times to strike the frightened dog with its wings. Luckily, the instigator of the fight quickly calmed down when it realized that there was no threat from the four-legged creature. The leopard seized the moment when it could firmly grasp the opponent by the throat. After that, it pulled the crocodile out of the water and headed towards the thickets of bushes. In this case, the strength of the spotted cat prevailed, and the reptile was caught by the predator right in its own territory. The lion pride observed the black buffalo for a long time, which was hiding in the bushes to avoid falling into the clutches of predators. But it quickly grew tired of this game. That's when the horned animal decided not to wait for a painful attack, but to attack itself. The lioness wanted to quickly cross to the other bank, but troubles found it on their own. A hungry crocodile with sharp teeth unexpectedly lunged at its prey, and even managed to drag it underwater. But the frightened feline was lucky. By some miracle, it managed to fend off the predator and reach its initial goal. The battle between the two giants is a fight to the death. Neither of them is willing to retreat and lose the title of superior. It's understandable from their perspective, but what's even more surprising is the absolute calmness of the other horned observers towards such a fierce brawl. It's as if it doesn't concern them at all. Lion versus leopard. Obviously, fights and battles between these predators are only possible for food, and in some cases, for territory. The weight of the leopard is 60 to 80 kilograms, so the lion can outweigh it by 3 times. The outcome of the clash is predictable, so leopards usually have to flee, and the lions act very carefully when clashing with leopards, not trying to kill, but only to chase away the unwanted guest. The elephant mother and its calf wanted to quench their thirst with fresh water, but their plans were not meant to be fulfilled. Suddenly, a toothy crocodile emerged from the water and clamped onto its trunk. The reptile immediately dragged its prey underwater, but the clever creature managed to escape from the deadly jaws. The perfect hunter, the jaguar, swam silently across the river to a small island where a crocodile was resting. Sneaking up behind it, the jaguar left the crocodile no chance of attacking or fleeing. The cat dragged it away to eat its delicious lunch on the shore. The only thing that surprises me is the ease with which the jaguar lifted this carcass. Its jaws are so powerful and its teeth so sharp that it often bites through its prey's skull. The jaguar never stalks its victims if they've detected the danger in time and given up fleeing. In an attempt to protect its young and punish the audacious cat, a small wild pig displayed all its heroism and gave the predator a good thrashing. However, unfortunately, it didn't help the offspring in the end. In the clash between these two cold-blooded animals, the outcome is always unpredictable. In this case, the alligator was the active aggressor, swiftly pouncing on the snake and not letting go of it with its toothy jaws, no matter how the snake writhed in convulsions. Two young bisons engaged in a confrontation, seeking to determine who was stronger and more dominant. Their sparring could have gone on for eternity, but suddenly, one of the giants unexpectedly backed off, deciding to retreat. It seemed that it had no chance of claiming a dominant role in the herd with such an approach. The safari ceased to be boring when the king of beasts finally decided to launch an attack. It disperses an entire herd of buffaloes to prevent them from coming to the aid of their fellow herd member, and sinks its sharp teeth into the neck of the lagging runner. Unfortunately, the chances of survival for the latter are slim. An aggressive snake almost crawled into the house, but a barrier appeared in its path. A box with a surprise. However, the cat sitting inside immediately made it clear to the reptile that there would be no dialogue between them. Although the four-legged creature was cornered, it still managed to give a worthy resistance to the audacious enemy. Thank you for your enthusiasm for Wild Battle. To be a part of our journey as we uncover more animal competitions, intense battles, and captivating hunts, subscribe to our channel and share your insights in the comments section.